Learning is also a way to sharpen and polish people. Those who say learning is useless are mistaken in their argument. A general philosophy for people is that attention is to be fine, while will is to be great. Knowledge is to be round, while action is to be square. Abilities are to be many, while concerns are to be few. Refinement of attention means to consider problems before they arise, to prepare against calamities before they happen, to guard against faults, and to be wary of the subtle, not daring to indulge desires. Greatness of will means to embrace all nations, to unify different customs, to include all people as if uniting a single family, to see that judgments come together and to be their hub. Roundness of knowledge means to operate beginninglessly and endlessly, reaching all quarters, the deep wellspring never exhausted, responding to all things as they arise in concert. Squareness of action means to stand up straight without unruliness, to be plain, pure, and unaffected, not to be quick to excitement in straits, and not to indulge in whims when successful. To have many abilities means to be competent in both martial and cultural arts, mannerly in action and repose, to be able to act or refrain as is appropriate, and not to turn away from anything, to find what is ultimately right in every situation. To have few concerns means to master skills by holding the handle, to deal with the many by attaining the essential, to govern the extensive by grasping the general, to control hyperactivity by being calm, and to work on the pivotal, using the one to unite the myriad, the joining of the pieces of a talisman. So, those whose attention is fine regulate the subtle. Those whose will is great embrace all. Those whose knowledge is round know everything. Those whose action is square refrain from doing certain things. Those whose concerns are few minimize what they hold. Usually, when people think, they always consider themselves right. But when they put it into practice, what they thought was right may turn out to be wrong. This is wherein folly and wisdom differ. When people are calm, this is their celestial nature. To act on being moved is the capacity of this nature. When the spirit responds to things that come up, this is the action of cognition. When cognition and objects come into contact, like and dislike arise. When likes and dislikes are formalized and cognition is lured outside, unable to return to itself, the celestial pattern is obliterated. Therefore, those who arrive at the Tao do not replace the celestial with the human. Externally, they change along with things, but internally, they do not lose their true state. Force. Master Swun. When the speed of rushing water reaches the point where it can move boulders, this is the force of momentum. When the speed of a hawk is such that it can strike and kill, this is precision. So it is with skillful warriors. Their force is swift, their precision is close. Their force is like drawing a catapult, their precision is like releasing the trigger. Commentary. Force means shifts in accumulated energy or momentum. Skillful warriors are able to allow the force of momentum to seize victory for them without exerting their strength. Their force is swift in the sense that the force of the momentum of battle kills when it is released. That is why it is likened to a drawn catapult. Master Swun. Disorder arises from order. Cowardice arises from courage. weakness arises from strength. Commentary. What this means is that if you want to feign disorder so as to lead opponents on, first you must have complete order, for only then can you create artificial disorder. If you want to feign cowardice to spy on opponents, first you must be extremely brave, for only then can you act artificially timid. If you want to feign weakness to induce haughtiness in opponents, first you must be extremely strong, for only then can you pretend to be weak. Master Swan. Order and disorder are a matter of organization. Courage and cowardice are a matter of momentum. Strength and weakness are a matter of formation. Commentary. When an army has the force of momentum, even the timid become brave. When it loses the force of momentum, even the brave become timid. Nothing is fixed in the laws of warfare. They develop based on momenta.